Hello and welcome to the Streamline and Shine podcast. My name is Steff Bolton and I am 1/3 of Bolton Virtual Solutions, a team made up of me, Mum, and my two daughters, Sam and Amy. Our family virtual assistant agency's absolute passion is helping time-poor female entrepreneurs with those ridiculously long to-do lists, because we all know how they get longer instead of shorter, so that they're able to focus on doing what they love. You're going to want to stick around if you find yourself constantly just doing this thing quickly instead of spending time with your family, or if you look at your list of tasks and feel like crying, or even if you're just simply wondering how to manage your time better and delegate to your team. We're going to be covering topics from social media to marketing, systems and processes to outsourcing, and so much more, so that you can see what's possible for you and your business. So let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the Streamline and Shine podcast, and in this episode I'm sharing 3 systems that honestly stopped me from hitting the wall in my business. They're simple, they're effective, and they'll help you run your business like a business, not a never-ending to-do list. Now, I used to think systems were only for big businesses, you know, the ones with the fancy organisation charts and entire departments and whole teams and, you know, that kind of thing. But here's what I've learned. Systems aren't just for scale, they're for survival. Systems aren't just for scale, they're for survival. And I'm saying that again so it sticks. So, because when everything lives in your head, that's not a business, that's a brain car crash waiting to happen. So I'm now going to share the 3 core systems that saved my sanity and how you can adapt them to your business, even if you're still a team of 1 or 2, or a really small team, you know. So system 1 is my weekly CEO workflow, and this one changed everything for me. Every Monday I block out 90 minutes, no calls, no client work, just time to look at the business instead of being buried in it. But actually from September, when I go full time in the business, Mondays, the whole day, are going to be my CEO days. So no client work, no client calls, just working on the business. So what I do is during this time, I check revenue and expenses. I review client work and delivery timelines, look ahead at the week's top 3 priorities, and brain dump any tasks that are clogging up space in my brain. So this is like a bit of a reset button. And even when the week gets messy, because let's be honest, it normally does. Like everything changes, doesn't it, when we're least expecting it. But this way, I know what I'm working towards. And if you don't have a regular time to check in with your business, this needs to be your first move. System 2 is a project management hub. So I was introduced to Basecamp through one of our very first clients. So I am now a Basecamp girl through and through. But whatever tool you use, the magic is in having one central place where you can track tasks and deadlines. You can store recurring processes. You can assign responsibilities, even if it's just to you in the future to remind yourself. And this is what keeps our client work flowing, and it's the backbone of all of our OBM and VA retainers. So if your current system is searching your inbox or scrolling through WhatsApp, or you're looking in your Google Drive and you're like, where the hell did I file that? This is where you're wasting more time than you think. So start by choosing one stool and stick to one stool. Skip that, aim. So start by choosing one tool and stick with it. Even a Google Sheet is better than chaos at the end of the day. So system 3 is client communication process. So the back and forth can suck up so much of your time. Have you got a sec? Just following up on this. Where's that link again? Is this okay? Are you happy for me to post? That kind of thing. So every new client that we work with now gets a communication guideline up front. So WhatsApp is for day-to-day. Basecamp is for tasks, projects, things like that. Clear expectations around response times. Now, this is a massive boundary that every business owner should have in place. Let them know if they email you, these are the days and times that you're responding and how long it will take for them to get a response, whether it's 24, 48 hours, whatever it might be. Let them know immediately so that they know what to expect from the get-go. And we also have a recurring check-in process. So you can do monthly, weekly could work. It obviously depends on what your client's working with you by doing. And it's just what works for both of you. But having that check-in process can mean that you don't get any surprises coming up, which is very important. So it all sounds simple and quite obvious probably, but this has completely cut down the interruptions and helped our clients feel more confident and looked after without living in my inbox or in my WhatsApp chat. Okay, quick break to tell you that if this episode has got you thinking, I need this, our Supreme Strategy sessions are now open for booking. So in 90 minutes, we can map out your weekly CEO hour, streamline your project hub, or overhaul your client communications. It's like a systems reset for your sanity. So head to the show notes to book your session. Okay, so just to recap, your weekly CEO hour, 90 minutes, whatever you want to call it, gives you space to lead. A project management hub keeps work flowing and stops the last minute panic. And a clear client communication system means fewer interruptions and more peace. So none of these need to be fancy, but they do need to be consistent. So start small, pick one and build from there. And next week, I'm calling out the mindset behind hustle culture in a big way, because busy is not a business strategy. So until then, keep streamlining and shining. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies.